Hi, in this video, we're going to talk about my new favorite love language. Latin? Or is it law? Maybe it's both. Well, let's look at Latin first. So it's said that it's a dead language. A lot of judges and people are of the impression the purpose of Latin is to correct typos and other grammatical errors to read and write properly, which is not quite the whole story. It's not the case. You got to look into the ancient customs and traditions and look into jurisprudence and the maxims of law and the bedrocks and the foundations of law. It really means, by being a dead language, that it's immovable from original intent and definition. It's concrete and it's fixed. It's not movable. It's got its original intent and its definition, and it's fixed. It doesn't change like we're watching our American language just be randomly changed from the meanings. This is one of the reasons that you see Latin used in court decisions, legal and lawful documents, and your private association founding documents. Hey, if you're liking this video and the content, like and share, and I appreciate it. So in this video, about one phrase in particular that pertains to all of us in the private domain with your private associations and your ministries. And that phrase is Nunc pro Tunc. And
Nunc pro Tunc.
That's a Latin word for what is now was then. Meaning, even though it's just now appearing, it always was this way. We had an error and didn't put it down, but it would have been put in there if we knew. So how does this apply to us? Well, we're all learning and we're growing. And as our private association knowledge grows, we may want to make changes and amendments to our founding documents. For example, we've been thinking that actually we should put such and such in writing, and we knew it, we've been acting like it, and for the purpose of good housekeeping, we need to issue a statement on the founding documents or an amendment or whatever you choose to do, but that has to be the trustee's decision. So you've got a meeting that says, for example, we are an unincorporated church and we created this faith-based private membership association, and we never stated our faith, but we feel we should. It's always been this way, but we never had it in the original founding documents and writing, but it was in our heart and spirit. And now we've come to the knowledge that it should be in the documents. And this hereby is determined, decided, and ordered by the trustees as Nunc pro Tunc. That way, if you happen to be challenged, you get to say this is Nunc pro Tunc. And the challengers can't go anywhere from there, because they have to go sideways, and you just have to put them back in their box and say Nunc pro Tunc, and that's it. So another example of this is good judges that may, retain their wisdom. It says that they have the power of the pen to administer justice and mercy and to help those people who've put them into office. And if there's a miscarriage of justice, we must Nunc pro Tunc it. And there's been cases where judges had actually sentenced somebody to prison, but then became aware of evidence that was not provided. And then they put an order to set that aside, Nunc pro Tunc. What's now was then, and the person walked out of prison immediately. Oh, yeah, I think Latin is my new love language, and lawful law is coming in hot. We'll see you in the next video.